everybody. Thanks for watching. My name's Rob. I'm the owner of DevilDecals.com. Like, subscribe, share, and let's get ready. So today we're going to be talking about starting a small sign shop from nothing. Maybe some of you have experience running smaller machines like the Cricut or Cricut, depending on how you pronounce that. Maybe some of you have no experience at all. Maybe when you were in high school or college, maybe you took a graphic design course and you know something of the industry and you have some interest, but you don't want to spend a lot of money. Money is a big issue, especially in this industry. It goes from being extremely cheap to very, very expensive very, very quickly. Today our video is brought to us by US Cutter. They're the ones who provided us with the equipment to do this unboxing video. I already took everything out of the box just for the sake of the video, but this is a brand new Mh871 Mark II starter bundle. It's this machine with everything that you need to get going. So we're going to dive right in and I'm going to start showing you everything that comes in the box. The only thing I'm not going to pull out is the parts for the stand because it does come disassembled, but this is your stand right here. And it's very simple to put together. You won't have any issues with it. So, right off the bat, first thing that comes out of the box, as soon as you open it up, is going to be this brown envelope. This is your software, your PSN, your product serial number for Vinyl Master Cut. That is going to be your design and production software solely for this machine. The second thing you're going to pull out is a packing slip. Now, I already know you guys are like, if you're not familiar with this equipment, you're going to want to know how much this costs. To buy the starter bundle is going to be $432. That gets you everything you need to get your foot in the door. And at that price, it's not a bad first-time investment when starting your business. Even if you're a hobbyist, it's a great piece of equipment to have, and we'll talk about that more later on. So the next thing that's going to fall out of the package when you open it up is you're going to get a brown squeegee. You're going to get a gray fabric cover, which actually goes over top of your machine to protect it from the dust. You're going to get a brand new X-Acto knife for doing all your weeding. You're going to get the Green Star calendar vinyl color chart, so that way you can pick out different colors of vinyl. There's hundreds of options out there, but this is the premier starter, the basic color codes for the most common types of vinyl you're going to use getting started right off the bat is the best way I could say that. You're also going to get a package of replacement blades. You're getting a 30, a 45, and a 60-degree cutting blade. We will talk about this in the next video, which is going to be the setup, calibration, and production. So in that video, we're going to actually put our machine on the stand. We're going to set it up and calibrate it so that way it cuts nice, crisp, clean lines, nice, smooth curves. And then we're going to send a design to it and we're going to weed it out and see how it turns out. Moving on, you're going to get a tiny little CD, and this is going to be your cutter drivers for your Mh871. You're going to get a bag full of hardware, screws, and bolts to put together your stand. You're going to get one replacement fuse, just in case you have an issue. You're going to get this little Allen key right here. That's for putting together your stand. You're going to get this. This is a pen holder for your cutter. Instead of cutting out vinyl, you can actually load your cutter up with paper, because it is a plotter by design, and you can actually draw out your design on a piece of paper. It's much cheaper than burning through vinyl just to see if a design is feasible or if it's going to come out the way you expect it to. So this is a very good option, and the nice thing about it is you can take it apart and you can reload this with any standard ballpoint pen refill. You can change the colors out, you can do all sorts of fun stuff with that, so that's a nice little piece to have. and then you're going to get your blade holder. This is going to be what actually goes in the machine and takes one of these 3 degreed blades, depending on the type of material you're cutting through. Another thing you're going to pull out of the bag is it's going to be this yellow and green grounding wire. This has been a hot button topic for quite a while. A lot of people have issues with their machine and they think it's due to static buildup, and your instruction manual, as well as everybody on the internet, says that you need to hook it up from the bottom of your machine to your stand, just like I have it. I have no idea if it actually makes any difference or not. I've never had a problem with static electricity in anything, if I'm being completely honest. But as a safety precaution, I guess to protect the, your machine, it's a good idea to hook it up. At least that way you can say you tried. You're going to get a 4-foot USB to printer cable. This is the primary means for transmitting from your computer to your cutter. Your cutter also has on the side of it a communications port. So if for whatever reason that's the type of hardware you use, you can adapt and hook up to the machine that way. You're going to get a 3-prong power cord about 4 feet long. And then you're going to get the instruction manual. You think I would have started with this first. But this is very nice. Color coordinated, good pictures, good descriptions on everything. Much nicer than the one that I got with my machine 5 years ago. So this is really great. It's not very thick, but it's plenty of information to not be overwhelming. The next thing you're going to get is you're going to get 2 what are these? 12 by 24 magnetic blanks. These are great for making door signs for vehicles or anything else that you could stick a magnet to, really. This is really cool stuff to work with, and you guys will really enjoy it when you get around to it. You're going to get 2 rolls of transfer tape. The first one is going to be clear, gridded, so this helps making aligning things up a lot easier. These rolls are both 6 inches wide. This one here is a masking transfer tape, so it's a big roll of masking tape, and this is in the industry primarily what we use. I personally don't use clear transfer tapes unless I'm trying to line up pieces. That was a big thing when I started, and a lot of people, when they get started in single color vinyl, they will try and make multicolored designs, which you absolutely can do by layering your vinyl. This stuff can be really handy when doing that. Eventually, later down the line, when we grow our theoretical business into a full color digital printing sign shop, we won't have to worry about layering vinyl to make colored images. And the last thing you're going to get before we get to the cutter itself is you're going to get 5 rolls of 24-inch by 5-foot vinyl. This is Oracal 631 to get you started. So you're going to get black, red, white, yellow, green right off the bat. So that'll get you rolling, making your first designs and stickers for you or your friends or whomever. Now we're going to pull out the cutter itself so you can see it. I can see they've made a couple upgrades. Here she is. Very nice piece. They always look so nice when they come fresh out of the box. A few upgrades that they've made from my machine to this one, I've noticed, is the pinch rollers on the back. That's these 3 wheels right here. Okay. They have bulked them up a little bit. They've made them a little bit thicker in the handles, a lot crisper on the springs. They seem to be of a better quality than what I have on my machine, which is really nice, lucky for you guys. It looks like they might have changed the color on it a little bit, the paint scheme. Either that or mine's just that old. Either way. So on this side over here, you're going to have your main plug and your fuse holder. On this side over here, you're going to have your communications port and your USB port. Now, over here, I want to save my tips and tricks for when we do the setup video. But just in the off chance somebody goes out and buys this machine before I get that video out, I have to tell you about these two things right now, three things rather, just to save you some headaches down the line. So right here, I don't know if you can see it, but right here, this white notch, you cannot place a pinch roller here. So many people have problems with this. They'll load their vinyl into the back of the machine, they'll set their pinch rollers down, and they'll go to cut a design out, and their vinyl will take a hard left or a hard right turn, and their blade holder will crash into it. And they can't figure out why. Setting your vinyl up for tracking is very, very important and very simple once you learn how to do it. But a lot of times it's because they put a pinch roller right here in the center. When you're working with a 30-inch wide piece of vinyl like this, you need all three of these pinch rollers set up, but you cannot put it right here. It has to either be to the left or to the right of the center. I can't stress that enough. Another problem that people have when they're setting up their vinyl in this machine, and others, but this one specifically, is they put it too far over to the right side. This sticker right here is the perfect guide for a 30-inch wide roll of vinyl. You line your outer edge of that vinyl up with the outer edge of this sticker. All you have to do is make some minor tracking adjustments, and your vinyl is perfectly positioned to use almost every square inch of it when you're working without wasting. And it will keep it tracking straight. So just keep that in your minds when you start playing with this. The last thing that I want to make mention of, tips and tricks wise, is the blade holder itself. Not the blade holder, but the arm that holds the blade holder, I should say. Right here behind this little gold nut. This thing here, when I first started out, I broke numerous times. And it was because I was switching back and forth between my blade holder and my pen holder. A lot of times because I didn't want to waste the little bit of vinyl that I got with my bundle. And I have a tendency to make sure things are tight. And on a machine like this, you don't need to crank it down and make sure it's tight. Finger tight, hand tight, however you want to call it. Nice and easy, just tight enough. Otherwise, you'll wind up breaking this little arm off, and you have to replace it. They're only like $2 or $3 to replace, but yeah, it's a hassle, especially when you're actually trying to work on a project and you don't have one. So feel free to change out as much as you want. Just be mindful when you cinch this thing down. Just snug, and that's it. Your cut carriage will always start off over here on the side. When we do the setup and calibration video, I'm actually going to go through the menu with you here. There's not a whole lot here in this machine. It's a very simple machine to work with, but there are a couple points of confusion. One major frequently asked question that I encounter on a regular basis is people who use this machine specifically, or this series of machines. They have a problem where their design, they'll send it from the computer to the cutter, and it'll start cutting, and then it'll do one of two things. It'll get halfway through the design, and then it'll just go off on a tangent, and it'll do whatever it wants. Or it'll come to a complete stop. Or it just won't do anything at all. And that is simply a communication issue from your computer to your cutter. I've found in Vinyl Master that is a simple setting change done on the computer that most people don't know about. It's kind of difficult to walk you through if you can't see it, but that is going to be an upcoming video as well. We're going to start with Vinyl Master Cut, just like you guys would get fresh out of the box, and we're going to work our way up through the different versions of Vinyl Master all the way up to Expert, so you can see what's the difference between the softwares. And hopefully by that point you've figured out where you want to go with your new business and which version of Vinyl Master is going to be the best for you. Now there are other options out there. You could use Surecuts a lot, which is pushed by US Cutter a lot, and not a bad program. I like it, but I think I like Vinyl Master better, to be honest with you. You could use Flexi. It's similar to Vinyl Master, but it's a monthly paid subscription. I used it. Not a big fan, but I'm not completely turned off by it either. So I still got to play with that more. Maybe we will in the future, and we'll talk about that one too. But other than that, this is a really great entry-level machine. And that's, you got to be realistic. That's what it is. It's an entry-level machine. I started off my business with this machine right here. I bought it on sale, Black Friday deal. And that was 5.5 years ago. And now we are, you can't see it, but I've got my business based out of home. And I've got a full print shop right here in my house. And, that's why I'm doing this. I want to show you guys how to get to here. And there's so many different things that we're going to be able to talk about. Everything from single color cut vinyl to heat presses, mug presses. You can do custom apparel, full color printing. We're going to get here one day too, don't worry. So if there's anything that you guys want to see content-wise, drop me a message at the bottom. Leave me a comment. Check out my website, www.develdecals.com. Go on there. Leave me a message. Call me. Whatever. Email me. If you got ideas, comments, suggestions, let me know. I'm going to do the best I can to bring you as much content as quickly as possible. I do work a full-time day job, but I do this as my nighttime job. So, if there's anything you guys want, let me know. If I can help out in any way, I will be more than glad to do so. And once again, a big shout out to US Cutter. Check out the link below to get you to this bundle package. And from that link, you can go see anything else you want. If this doesn't do it for you and you want something of a higher price range, or something with more control, check it out. They've got tons of equipment. And they're great. They're great people. They're big help. They've gotten me going from day one. And they're even helping me out now by supplying me with this equipment to do these videos for you. So with that, be safe, wear your masks, and I'll see you on the next video.